Well, hello friends. How are you this evening? I hope you're doing well. If I look tired, that's because I am. It is approximately 8 o'clock p.m. and I'm finally getting a chance to sit down and film this haul for you. Olivia is on spring break this week, and we had planned months ago that when she was on spring break, we were going to take a day and go shopping, and thrift shopping and retail shopping. So this is our spring break haul, and we hit 2 thrift stores and 2 retail stores. Olivia purchased something. We went to Twice Treasured first, and Olivia purchased a few things there. So let me go ahead and show you what Olivia picked up from Twice Treasured, and then we'll move on to what I picked up from Twice Treasured. The first thing she picked up was this backgammon game, and it's really cool for a lot of different reasons. It's a wooden box, so it would make an excellent riser. The game board itself is very pretty and colorful, but the most interesting thing about this game are the pieces. They're little figurines, little men figures. Like this is one. And then this is for the other team, or other player, I should say. Backgammon is a 2-player game. At least I don't think you can play more than 2 players. But aren't they cool? She has not like Google Lensed it or anything like that to find out how old it is. All of the pieces are here. It even comes with dice, a white die and a black die. And it's just so neat. I told her it would be so cool to display it, if nothing else, but she does like to play the game as well. So, and she's really good at it. Was it I think it was last summer when we had to spend months and months in the camper waiting for the house to be fixed, and she and I were home all day with nothing to do. We played a lot of games, and we played backgammon, and she beat me every single time. And I finally said, I'm not playing this game anymore, because she just beat me every single time. But anyway, this is really neat, and she only paid $4.50 for it. I thought that was so cool. Then she picked up some things that they put in these little bags. First thing was this pair of earrings. I don't know if you can, yeah, there, the lighting's pretty good on them there. They're like a blue and a green, and I think those are glass beads. And she paid $6 for these earrings, and they're really neat. They like change colors when as the light hits them. In some lights they look green, and some lights they look blue. Very pretty. And then the last 2 items are in this little bag, and she got these for her little miniatures shelf. She paid $5 a piece for them, but they are so neat. They are these 2. She paid $5 a piece for them, and they're these little brass dinosaurs. I think this one is a Ankylosaurus or something like that. And then this one is, I'm not sure what this one is. I'm not a very good dinosaur person. I don't know. But they're very heavy. They're obviously brass, and they will look really cool on her little miniatures shelf. She liked them both. She was only going to get one, but she couldn't decide, so she just like, I'm just going to get both. So that is everything Olivia picked up from Twice Treasured. Now let me show you what I picked up. So in the same booth that Olivia got the little brass dinosaurs, they had an adorable little brass squirrel. So stinking cute. It was also $5. So I had to pick that up for myself. And also in that same booth, they sell a bunch of homemade like candles and wax melts and stuff like that. And so I picked up this, and the wax melts were $3, I believe. Yeah, $3. And this is called Nag Champa, which I don't know what that means, but it smells really good. It smells very powdery and kind of woodsy. It's really a really good fragrance. So I picked that up for $3. And then in that booth where she makes all the little baby birds, I've bought several things from that booth. She had this, and it was $5, and it was so stinking cute. I really don't know where I'm gonna put it, but it's a piece of driftwood with this little tiny itty bitty owl on it, on a nest. And I just thought it was so adorable. I'd never seen an owl like that before. And yeah, so picked that up. And then I found a booth that had several vintage half aprons, like what I have on my dress form here, Murtis. And of course, you know, I had to pick up a couple more. I'm trying to get several so that I'd like to get at least 12 so I can change them out each month. So I picked up these two. They were $3 a piece, which is excellent for vintage aprons. And this one is just like a pleated apron with this teal blue and these teal blue flowers. That was so pretty. I might put this one on her. It's March. I think I'll switch this out now. Put this on her for March. You can kind of see what it'll look like. I'll switch her out in a minute. And then I picked up this one, was also $3, and it's just this red one with a flower on it. And this would be a beautiful one for the summer months. And the flower is a pocket. And I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. This pinstripe with the red. And it was also, like I said, it was also $3. And then the last thing I picked up was actually the first thing I put in my cart, and it was $7. And I just thought it was absolutely adorable. And it reminds me of me. Not saying I think I'm adorable, because I don't think I am, but it is a angel. Look at the wild, curly, red hair, glasses, and freckles. Doesn't that remind you of me? It's so adorable. It says, "Bless this house" on it. And there's a tag, and I'll read it to you. It says, Designs by Diana in Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania, limited edition. And then on the back it says, "This fine collectible has been sculpted by artist Diana Zufall. It has been copywritten for authenticity 1986 and cannot be reproduced in any way, shape, or form." And it's just the most adorable thing. I absolutely love it. And like I said, I fell in love with her because it's like, she reminds me of me. And she's just so cute. All right, so that's everything I picked up from Twice Treasured. Then we went over to Emily and Ivy. Olivia didn't find anything there today that she wanted, but I found a few things. So let me show you what I picked up from Emily and Ivy. All right, I picked up several things from Emily and Ivy, but all of them were very inexpensive. So my total leaving that store was like 20 bucks. So let me go ahead and show you what I picked up. This item was only 50 cents, and it is a wooden angel, and I thought she was so different with the harp and her wings, and she was carved, obviously. That's carved in there. She's got like straw hair. Everything is there and intact. Nothing is broken. And she was only 50 cents. So cute. And because she doesn't look specifically and expressly Christmas, I can use her in my decor all year long if I wanted to. And I can also add her with my angel collection at Christmas time. This next item is a Lefton piece, and it was only $4, and it's this adorable little chick, which I could use just for Easter, or I could just stick it with my chicken collection, which is what I'll do because I like to leave stuff out all year round if I possibly can. And it's got the Lefton sticker right there. The only problem it had is that one of its toes right there is broken, but it's very it's not noticeable at all, and I can position it in my collection so no one would ever see it. And I paid $4 for it, and like I said, it's Lefton, which is a very well-known pottery maker. The next item I picked up is also $4, and it's this little flocked bunny. The red eyes is a little bit creepy, I think, but that's just typical of these little flocked animals. And I'm trying to remember, I think I had one of these flocked bunnies when I was a little kid, and of course over time it, disappeared. But I will stick this with my Easter stuff, and I may leave it out all year, I don't know, but it'll definitely fit in my Easter stuff somewhere. The next item was only $1, and I love it because it's an owl, and I love the looks of this owl. It's actually a bell. This next item was also only $1, and it was also a bell. And this one is I'm gonna hold out and put in with my fall decor because it's got a turkey on it. And I collect turkeys, and I couldn't pass this up. I love the colors of it. There are no chips or cracks, nothing. Like I said, it was only $1. There is a sticker on the inside. What does it say? It says Japan. Napco Wear, Japan. Love that. The next item was the most expensive item that I bought today, or at Emily and Ivy anyway, and it was $6, but I collect these little tiny, there's a glare, sleeping babies. They're plastic. I think more than likely they're like cake decorations for like a baby shower. But I collect these little things, and she's perfect. No chips or cracks or anything. Her wings are intact, and I paid $6 for her. And then the last thing I picked up from Emily and Ivy, it was only $2. I couldn't even believe it was only $2. It's a Japanese piece. It's in perfect condition, other than it does have a little bit of wear and tear on it because it is very old, and I just love it. But there's no cracks, there's no chips, his beak is intact, and it's different. I have never seen a rooster like this before, and for only $2, I could not leave this behind. Now it is kind of dirty, but I always wash everything that I bring home from the thrift stores. I wash everything thoroughly, and so it's gonna look so cute with the rest of my chicken collection. All right, that is everything we picked up thrifting. So then Olivia was looking for some specific things, and so she said, let's go to Bell's and then over to Marshall's. And so we did, and she couldn't find anything. She was looking for an Easter dress, a pair of muck boots to use for doing chores because her muck boots got a hole in them, and some sleeping pants. And she just couldn't find anything at Bell's. The things that she liked was either too big for her or too small, didn't fit her. They didn't have any muck boots at all. And so she walked out of Bell's with nothing, but I did pick up a couple of things. Did I need anything? No, didn't. I sure didn't. But I saw this blouse, and I'm a sucker for cute blouses. And it's from the Good Old Days brand. Never heard of it. I paid $13.99 for it. It was regularly $28, so I basically got it for half price. So I don't know what store this would have been sold in originally, but it is this beautiful green blouse with the pink roses on it. I loved the sleeves. Kind of not 3/4 length exactly, but kind of a poofy sleeve with the ruffle at the edge. It has a V-neck and these wooden buttons. Well, are they wooden or are they plastic? They're plastic. They kind of look wooden. But anyway, I just thought this was so pretty, so I had to get that. And then I found a pair of pajamas. I actually did need some pajamas. I've got several pair, but they're starting to get really worn out, and I don't have really any that are for like summertime. I've got a lot of like long sleeve, like flannel pajamas. I've got like fleecy pajama pants, but I didn't have anything that was more like lightweight for the summer. And so I saw this set, and I just fell in love with this. It's also that same pretty green color with the daisies on it. It's short sleeved. I get so hot especially when I'm sleeping. Buttons up. And then it came with a pair of pants. So those are so nice. And I paid $16.99 for these. And the brand is, what is the brand? Normal retail price was $52. Yikes. And it is, oh, Sugar. The Sugar brand. Never heard of it. Oh, and it's also got this really cute pocket on the front. So I picked that up, and then I also, when I got up to the register, I had a $5 coupon waiting for me, plus another $5 annual, like once a year you get this like thanks for being a customer thing. So I ended up getting $10 off my total. So that was a nice surprise. And then we went over to Marshall's, and Olivia tried on a ton of dresses, and she finally found one that she liked. The styles these days are just weird for dresses. She likes to be modest. She's a modest young woman. She does not like to show off her anything. She doesn't like skirts that are too short. She doesn't like tops that are plunging. She doesn't like spaghetti straps. And everything was either really sheer, so it's like you had to wear a tank top or something under it. I was going to say you'd have to wear a slip, but can you even buy slips these days? I don't even know. But they were really sheer, or they were spaghetti strap, which technically she could have wore a shirt under it. But do you really want to buy a dress and have to alter it like buy another shirt to wear under it. Or they were really short. Like, we're looking at them like, is this a dress or is this a shirt? You know? But she finally found one that she really liked, and it was $40 at Marshall's, but it's for her for Easter. She really, really liked it. She said when she was wearing it, it reminded her very much of something that Anne from Anne of Green Gables would have worn. It was that kind of a style. The neckline was not plunging. It was long. It's like a maxi dress, and it has puffed sleeves. If you've seen Anne of Green Gables, you know that she was very much wanting puffed sleeves. So it's got puffed sleeves. It's this beautiful blue fabric. It zips on the side, has a tie for the waist, and it does have a V-neck, but it's got a snap right there so that she can keep herself modest. And she said if she really needed to, she could wear like a camisole underneath of it if she felt like it was going to go too low. But it was, the name brand is One Dot State. I don't know any of these brands at all. So anyway, and it's got like the tiered layered bottom with a ruffle at the bottom, and I think it's lined. Let me see here. Is it lined? Yes, it's lined. So anyway, she found her Easter dress, and I think she's going to look beautiful in it. I don't need an Easter dress. I was kind of thinking about possibly finding an Easter dress today, but like I said, the styles are just horrible, and they definitely had nothing that would fit me. And I told her, I said, there's nothing here that even would be classified as like a grandma dress, because it was just all spaghetti straps, all way too short, way too sheer. Yeah, it was just, and like the sizing. You know how small Olivia is, and this is a large. She had to get a large in order to fit properly. And I'm like, yeah, that's weird. It's weird how sizing is these days. But what I did pick up in Marshall's, my really sweet friend who watches my channel, subscriber, sweet friend Cindy, sent me a Marshall's gift card for Christmas. And I just now had a chance to redeem it. I'm going to save the item that I am saying came from Cindy till last. What I'm saying I spent the gift card on, I'm going to save that for last. But let me show you, I picked up a couple of other items, and they're just so cute. Now the first thing I got is very practical. It's a very practical item. It's called a coffee syrup dispenser, but that is not what I am going to use it for. I've mentioned before that Percy, I give him MCT oil, which is a derivative of coconut oil, and it stays liquid. It doesn't get solid like coconut oil does. And it's MCT stands for medium chain triglycerides, and medium chain triglycerides has been linked to the reduction of seizures in dogs. I've talked about it before. It inhibits the neurons in the brain that fires seizures. I started him on this in October, and praise the Lord, he has not had a seizure since I started him on that coconut oil. I found a really good deal for it. It's organic, it's cold pressed. I mean, all the things you want to look for in a good quality MCT oil. I found it on Amazon for a really good price, and it comes in a fairly large bottle. The problem with this bottle is it's got a squeeze thing, but it doesn't work right. I mean, like you squeeze it and it just like splurps out, and I have to measure it. It's not like, oh, I can just drizzle some on his dog food. I have to measure it. He gets a teaspoon in the morning and a teaspoon at night. So the squeeze bottle part of it doesn't work. So then I start unscrewing the lid and just kind of pouring it into a measuring spoon. Well, that doesn't work either, especially if the bottle is full. It just goes everywhere. And last night it made such a mess. It made such a mess, and I'm like, I have got to figure something else out. So I found this, and I'm thinking this will work because I can squirt it into the measuring spoon, and maybe like I'll figure out that one squirt is a teaspoon, and I can just put one squirt on his food. But this is food grade, you know, because it is meant for coffee syrup. And I thought, well, if it doesn't work for the oil, then I can wash it out and I can use it for its intended purpose. But we are going to give this a try to use for Percy's MCT oil, and it was $7.99. And the next item I picked up, if you know me, you know. If you know, you know. I have a thing. Some might say a problem. Some might say an obsession. I don't think it's a problem. It could be an obsession for cute coffee mugs. And Marshall's always has the cutest coffee mugs. And so I found this one. Look at it with the purple flowers and the bumblebees. It's going to be so perfect for spring and summer. It's nice and big. It's a pretty blue color on the inside. So cute, and it's big, nice handle, feels great in my hand. And it's by the company Petal and Pearl, and it was $5.99. So the next item I picked up was definitely a splurge, and it was definitely something I ordinarily don't purchase because of Percy. Percy is terrible. I could just stop there. I could just leave my sentence there. Percy is terrible. Percy is a sweetheart, and I love him to death, but he is terrible. He is still so much of a puppy, and he gets into everything, and he tears stuff up, and yeah. And one thing he really, really, really loves to chew on and tear up are my decorative pillows on my couch. But I saw this pillow, and it was so cute, and it's going to be perfect for spring, all into summer. It can stay there till I decorate for fall. And I'm really, really, really hoping that Percy leaves it alone. Olivia said I might wind up having to put it on my bed, which I might, but I won't even get to enjoy it that much if it's on my bed. But I paid $20 for it. And when you see it, you'll understand why. It was $19.99. Can you see that? Peter Rabbit and the strawberries. That's why I'm thinking summer. And they're beaded. Strawberries are beaded. It also has, where is it? I saw it. Oh, down in this corner. A bird. It's just so stinking cute. Now, oh, and the flowers are beaded as well. Flowers are beaded as well. It also has a zipper in the back, so if you need to wash it, you can take it off and wash it. And it's just so cute. So cute. I know they equate Peter Rabbit with Easter, but you know what? Rabbits are not just for Easter. And so with the strawberries on it, and also the garden, like the carrots, you don't have carrots till basically fall almost. But anyway, it's just so stinking cute, and I'm really, really, really hoping I can keep Percy from tearing it up, chewing holes in it. So anyway, absolutely adorable. All right, the last item. It's what I'm saying came from Cindy's gift card. I've been looking, and I'm hoping this will fit where I want to put it. But I have been looking for a new lamp. for upstairs. I have a lamp on my yellow hutch that I just don't really like it very much. I got it at a yard sale, I think, and it just, the lamp shade is is a wicker, like woven one, so not a whole lot of light comes out. And so I've been looking for something different, and I saw this one, and it is like needlepoint on there. These flowers, the colors are perfect, absolutely perfect. It's got this brass, whatever this is called, and then the base is marble, so it's heavy. It's got a nice heavy base, and it's just gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Cindy, for this absolutely beautiful, gorgeous lamp. All right, friends, that is my thrift haul and my retail haul. I am going to get these items placed. Probably not tonight, considering it's 8 o'clock, or probably 8:30 by now, but it will be in this video, so just stay tuned. Next, you will see how I have these items styled and placed in my home. All right, friends, that is it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section below which is your favorite item that I picked up today in my thrifting haul and also in my retail haul. I would have to say in my thrift haul, probably my favorite thing was the little angel and the chicken, the $2 chicken, the tall one, the rooster. I thought those were two really neat items. And then for the retail shopping, I have to say my favorite items were the pillow, the Peter Rabbit pillow, and the lamp. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and we will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.